Hello teacups, what's brewing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a condensed milk of just a couple of her live streams. I woke up and there was a get ready with me clocking in at 4 hours 14. Open chat Beezing. Open chat, are you kidding me? After everything in the last couple of days, open chat? Yeah, okay. 1 hour and 41. And she was, when I woke up this morning, live with the making canna butter. And that ended up clocking in at 4 hours and 23 minutes. You guys, I want to die. She had a couple the other day, Internet's Most Hated, I'm okay, those ones after my last condensed milk. But guys, this was a lot. Full disclosure, I didn't watch the canna butter live. I saw about half an hour in the beginning. It seemed to be more of the same. If I've missed anything enormously important or noteworthy, I apologize, but in the time between finishing work and getting to this point, it's now 10 to 10 at night. If I'm looking like it, I apologize, but I put my makeup on at 7 o'clock this morning and this is where we are. So that's kind of what we're dealing with at the moment. I don't have time to do another 4.5 hours from her. It seems to be more of the same. If I'm wrong, I will try and update in a little bit or later or something, but chances are it's going to move on so fast there will not be a chance. She was making cannabis butter. That's all I really need to know, and she was still angry, still mad. A theme of today's rage, okay? So we're going to look at the get ready with me as usual with these things. I have separated it into talking points. I'll play them. I'll go into my opinions on them. She starts at a simmer, goes on to a rolling boil with open chat Beezing. The first thing we're going to look at, roughly these are grouped as anger. She had some discussion on OnlyFans and just general plans for her channel. And then I've grouped together discussion on drugs and Dom. There wasn't that much Dom stuff, but I always kind of connect them in my head, so they're together.
Stop being petty. Kiki, I'm gonna block you if you don't shut your mouth. I'm going back to blocking people. I swear to God. Like, my VIB chat, no. This is where I come to have fun. And if you don't want to fucking support me for whatever reason, then stop watching me. Because I did nothing wrong. I never, ever, ever fucking... Where's the proof of those 9/11 comments again? I'm not gonna fucking take shit from people who just want to give me shit and look for anything to give me shit over. Try to make me look like a bad person when I'm a very good person. Yeah, if you guys are attacked, just don't respond. You know, people will want to make you feel guilty for supporting me. I'm not worthy of fucking love or whatever just because they don't like me. Just fucking ignore these people. They're miserable. I don't try to fucking hurt people and dissect their life and interfere in their life and go on their family's obituaries and write shit. And I don't do that fucking nasty shit. So you know what? Yes, I'm better than you. I'm a better person than you. If you do that, I'm a better person than you. The minute I defend myself and say something, it is overanalyzed and picked apart, and you fucking know it. And I'm done talking about it. And if you want to have anything to say about it, I'll just block you. I do have real friends. Caitlin. Bye, Caitlin. I won't ever come cry to you. Don't worry. Don't need you. Bye. Supporting domestic violence? What are you talking about? You guys, I don't want you to... I want you to just be here and hang out with me. And if you don't want to be here and you have a problem with me, then just don't be here. I mean, like, why come here? Give me shit all the time. Do I need to have shit every day? Maybe. You guys... I'm not going to take you on emotional roller coasters anymore. But that means that I can't share a lot of my life. I had somebody message me on friggin' Messenger. Look like this. Not cross-eyed, sorry. I'm trying not to go cross-eyed, but looked like a friggin' crumb bum. Really miserable person. Like, their picture was like... They just looked miserable. And they called me a pig. You guys think I'm gonna go postal or something? I swear I'm not going to. And Punisher, I don't really care if you come back actually, because obviously you're an FFG supporter. Somebody just said that, and you always have something negative to think about me. So if you're gonna believe every fucking rumor that comes out and you want to cancel, oh well. Those people just want to ruin my career. Like, they're so... There's a petition. They just want my life done with. Instead of like just not watching me. And because they don't like what I do or say, they feel that I don't have a right to be on fucking social media. There's no need for negativity. I'm sitting here doing my effing makeup. You're allowed to watch other channels. Yeah, but you're supporting a piece of crap. Haters come for me. I don't care. Me neither. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. Okay, how about we give one... Yes, Foodie Flasher. I'll try not to be hasty. If I want to block you, then I'll warn you. All I have to say is, no, I don't want to be bullied on the internet. You know what? I think I've learned to accept it. And just say, like, if I'm pissed off and I want to lash out, I just do it. I always miss you guys. That's why I come live all the time. I'm live like 24/7. Like, I would seriously be hurt if some of you guys left. I know it doesn't seem that way. Even Punisher, I'm just like hurt that they think that of me. Like, after everything, like we hang out here every night. And then you guys just like flip on me like a light switch. Like as if you just listen to like whoever's talking about me and don't even ask me, don't even believe me. You know? I'm a Krabby Patty today. Whatever, go hang out wherever you want, guys, okay? Like, you guys are not you don't owe me anything, just like I don't owe you anything, right? You have a right to do what you want with your life. I'm just like the type of person, I don't do like ultimatums and stuff, like do this or I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna unsubscribe. I don't do that. Like, I hate ultimatums. You're not going to renew. What the hell's wrong with you guys? You're not gonna Beez anymore?
Okay, to touch briefly on the 9/11 stuff, there's a rumor going around that she watched videos of 9/11 victims and laughed. Now, this rumor originates in, you know, the whole Shannon deal right now. A little earlier in her YouTube career, there was another friend that she fell out with who went and aired her dirty laundry on the internet. I think she only went to the farms. I don't think she went to reaction channels, but she posted a post and somewhere in the bottom of it, it said, oh, and I'm not even going to start on her watching the victims jump and laughing. There doesn't appear to be video proof for this. Another person, was this on Twitter? Was this somewhere else? I think in her comments. She got a comment saying, oh, you mentioned it in a video. They couldn't find the video, but they described the video, saying, yeah, at one point you were talking about something referring to this, and essentially her face was not entirely solemn, I suppose. There was some inference. It's based on rumors and inference from what we can see, because I think if the video existed, everyone would be showing it right now. We can't find it. It may have been there. She may have deleted it. She doesn't say she definitely didn't do that. So she clearly knows herself well enough to know I can't entirely deny this, but she doesn't seem to remember, and we can't prove it. So there we are. Do I believe she can still be pretty terrible about things? Yes, I do. In this particular case, is there proof? No, there isn't. In terms of the grandma's obit, who the fucking hell was going into her grandmother's obituary? Her family is mourning and someone is trolling the grandma's obit. If there's one thing I could agree with in any of these, and there's not a lot I agree with in any of these, even Foodie, right this second, saying she's better than you guys, she's better than you guys if you were doing that. She really is. One small note though, she does say in that set of clips, I have friends. And I'm like, you seem to have a friend. Pete seems to be your friend. She did have Rena. She seems to have entirely fallen out of contact with her. And the only other hard evidence we have of two other non-related friends are people who have gone to the internet to say how terrible you are. So I know she likes to present a wide and varied social circle, but we are rather lacking in evidence at this point. Oh, the foreshadowing of her being like, I'm not going to go postal. I'm like, honey, we can see this coming. We've been through this before. This is not my first rodeo. You go in postal and you go in soon. I was a little bit surprised though. She turned on Punisher pretty fast. Punisher has been a regular feature of her chats. And Punisher in the chat is saying, no, whatever comment pissed her off before wasn't me. And that happens sometimes. People spoof the names and the pictures and pretend to be those people. But later, someone else in the chat, because there was a little bit of infighting going on, was like, no, I've seen you in the other chats and you were making fun of Chantal. Could be a troll, might not be, we don't know. But she turned on him pretty quick, considering what a feature of her chats he has been for such a long time. There's somewhat of an interesting dynamic where Foodie is sort of moving into the territory of, if you turn up at any other channel, you're somehow betraying her. And she's saying, no, you can go wherever you want, but clearly she's not okay with it and she's calling people out on it. So it's not okay at all. And then to try and contrast this with, no, I don't care about that. You're like, clearly you care, madam. She's not as angry here as she gets later, but this is a members only stream, so I already think her attitude is too much. People are paying to be here. You don't treat them like this. And I get that she's angry. She's been simmering ever since, God, the whole thing with Don, since the screenshots were sent and she lost her temper, and then she kind of walked it back by just saying, oh, it's complicated, after she had been like, I need a safe word and I'm scared for my life and all of this. So she already knows that some backlash was coming, was here, is happening. And it's a bit like, you know, when she avoids to going the doctor, because she's like, I know what she's going to say. She hates walking into these situations because she knows what she's done, but she has to come online, so she has to deal with it. And she never just stops herself in time to prevent these problems. We've been around this little merry-go-round before. Can we talk for a minute about the emotional manipulation of her when she's sitting in front of the tree at the end of these clips, where she's like, I love you guys and I spend all this time with you and I'm really hurt. I'm hurt by the thought that some of you might leave. Even Punisher, who I just called out earlier. You know, I do my best for you guys. I do this, I do that. And, you know, you flip on me like she's never flipped on them. Jesus Christ, if she projects any harder, I'd watch a movie on my other wall. You flip on me, you don't come to me and ask me and get the information. Of course they don't. You are not a reliable source of information. We've got proof of you lying. We've got proof of you misleading. Recently, that whole ridiculous car drive where you were like, no, that was a lie. And then like, oh, and the wallet? No, I hid it upstairs because I'm so clever. And that's just the somewhat, not really harmless lies, but you know, that's some of the smaller side of things. Like, you lie about everything. Every time. It's the most consistent thing about you. And you're sitting here going, I can't believe you don't come to me for the information and believe me. This sounds to me so much like this is a conversation she has had with Dom. Like, she has confronted him with things and these are the kinds of things he said to her. You know, we love each other. I really love you, and you're coming here and you believe all these reaction channels that come to you with these alarming things, and you don't believe me when I tell you and when I show you things, and you should be trusting me, and why don't you believe me? I'm hurt. I can bet this is something she has been on the receiving end of. The whole thing of, oh, you don't owe me anything, go wherever you like, that kind of guilt tripping. So they'll come over and, no, we love you, we support you, we'll stay here, we won't go to those mean people. But, you know, oh, you go wherever you don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything. Well, now, hang on, because you're a content creator. You're getting paid for your content. You are getting benefit from your content. So to say you don't owe them anything in this members only live stream, yeah, you do owe them something. They don't owe you anything at all. They're paying for the privilege of being ranted at. But you owe them stuff, they're paying for the privilege. So it's not that kind of relationship. It's not like you just met in the street one day. You owe them something because you're choosing to be monetized in the platform that they're paying you extra to talk to you on. So yeah, you do owe them something, but no, they don't owe you anything. Okay, we're gonna move on. I did make two lots of clips here. I've got, they're both pretty short. We've got, the first one is for OnlyFans talk, and the second one is for channel talk. I did miss a couple of bits that I realized when I was cutting out other conversations, so sorry about that. But the basic gist of, this is what I'm thinking about OnlyFans, and these are sort of some vague plans I've got for the channel coming up. So I'll include those here.
So what's gonna be of the OnlyFans? Oh God, I can't believe. When I'm in the mood, I feel like doing OnlyFans porn. When I'm not, I feel like doing OnlyFans live streams. And in between, I feel like doing both. Well, I mean, I've already flashed everybody, you know? People have my boobs, my ass, my fupa. What else do you need to see? You guys can make OnlyFans requests and pay me. If you pay me. Special requests, like, you know. I'll do fart porn, I don't care. I'm just joking. My first special request is clean your room. For OnlyFans? Hey, you guys are gonna give me cleaning video requests instead of porn? I'm only joking. I'm honestly not, like... I'm seriously mostly joking about the porn thing. What is a cake fart? So my idea for the whole OnlyFans thing was you guys already seen me naked, so I just thought maybe I may as well just make some money from it. Joe doesn't want me to do OnlyFans. It'll be out there forever. My fupa's already out there, you guys. My boobs are already out there. You guys, you have to realize... Hi, plain cheeseburgers. You have to realize my reputation. I'm never going to get a normal job again in my life. So why not fucking do what I'm going to do? I prefer the flashes. I don't want to play. Okay. You guys, I'm going to give you a friggin' discount and a free trial or whatever. Maybe, yes. I need to figure out how to do this promotion thing. And still coming up with the idea for the first stream. Yeah, it's not that my income is not enough. It's just, you know, I don't know. No, I'm not going to like, so I'm going to do normal content on OnlyFans. So I'm not just going to do like that kind of stuff. But OnlyFans, I don't know. I have to read up on the new policies, but that's like the place where you can go and just do whatever the heck you want. You know, you can express yourself freely. I can talk about sex. I can talk about whatever I want, right? I mean, you guys think I look nice? I was thinking of doing some photos. Like I have an Instagram account, and like, you know how like a lot of plus size people do pictures? I was thinking of going like somewhere in nature and like getting some nice Torrid clothes. Spending my money on Torrid. I don't know what the other ones are kind of boring. If you do open chat again, there's a Nightbot you can get. Liquid. Oh, really? A Nightbot for the trolls? Not trolls. Nightbot for, whatchamacallit? The spam. The spam is what I don't like. Other than that, I don't care. I hope you're ready for October. Old Navy, yes. Old Navy has bigger sizes now. And I want to go shopping there. And I want to try Forever 21. My eye makeup looks fabulous. I'm going to do a makeup. I'm going to probably do a get ready with me, like makeup tutorial kind of actual live stream. So I'm going to include that as content too. I did actually take the time to really plan, but my recorded video, there's going to be one tomorrow.
With the OnlyFans, I had an interesting but somewhat unpleasant thought. So in a recent live stream, it might have been the deleted one, I did go searching for the clip, but oh guys, the amount of footage. She said, okay, what would you guys say if I had a sex tape? Oh no, I'm just joking. Now we know her just joking always means it's serious, but it was particularly unconvincing. If you've got the clip somewhere, by all means share it. And I really do think she has a sex tape. I think she's had one with Dom. And that concerns me because it means that Dom is probably in control of that footage. These are my notes, sorry. Dom is probably in control of that footage. And if that's the case, I'm a little bit worried about that. And she's always wanted to go onto OnlyFans. She's tried it before. OnlyFans is not a new conversation. She wants to do more adult live streams. But the idea of doing full-on porn on OnlyFans has been fairly recent. And it makes me think, maybe it's somehow kind of damage control. She knows that footage exists. She knows Dom can't be trusted despite everything she's telling us. And if he ends up coming out with this sex tape or someone sees it, because he's not shy about sharing other people's stuff with people. He's shown her a ton of pictures that I'm guessing he did not have consent to do. She doesn't know what he's going to do with that, or what, you know, potentially he could do in terms of revenge porn, uploading it, just sharing it with people. And if she's already doing porn on OnlyFans, which is like, dude, I do porn myself. You're not going to hurt me. It's no worse than something I'm already doing. And if she's trying to maybe diffuse it in that way, and I don't know if that's the case, like pure conjecture on my part, but just the conversation turned recently, and she has done like pictures, and if we could term what she did before dancing, I'm not sure, but she's done fairly harmless non-nudity on OnlyFans. And yes, she's got very little to lose. Yeah, she said herself she's not going to get a regular job at any point, I guess, unless forced. And to be fair, she did say she would rather do sex work than go to a regular 9 to 5. I'm not really judging her and if she wants to do it, but I don't think she realizes how hard she'll be judged elsewhere if she does. And if she's never going to get a real job again, maybe, who cares? Maybe, but I feel like if she takes that step, it's a lot bigger than she's saying, well, I flash people by accident all the time. And yes, she does. And she did it again, I think, in the live stream I'm not covering, like she lifted up a dress and just flashed her pants and stuff. So I don't know, I'm definitely of two minds of it. I do feel it's very different to accidentally flash and then to choose to do sex work. Not that I'm judging sex work, but I feel like it's a step. And if she takes it, she gets to take it, she gets to make the choice, but I'm not sure she's ready for the after of that. Especially if like her families find out, if she has to answer for it. There is a stigma against it, whether there should or shouldn't be, and I don't necessarily think she's ready for it. And plus, with it being then in her audience, which it inevitably will be, because you just can't keep that stuff behind the paywall. It won't stay there, and we know that from last time she tried. She does also say, she got the banner ready, she's got these vague ideas for a promotion, because something that's different between now and the last time she tried. Last time, people kind of generated interest. They were like, oh, is she going to do it? She's not actually going to do it. Oh my God, she did it. But then she treated her entire subscriber base like crap, and then refused to refund, and then kind of walked that back because of the backlash, and she messed everyone around a lot. Yeah, so she could make good money, but could she make good money again? She'll make some, certainly, but she would have to show a lot more consistency and work ethic than she's ever shown on this channel ever. And I'm not sure she's got it in her, particularly as, yes, she'll bring some of her audience from here, and guys, it will not be me. I got my limits. Last time I was like, no, I'll be there. It would be mesmerizing in the worst way. But I'm not sure I got this, guys. I'm not sure. Not for the full Monty. She would bring part of her subscriber base. She would have to build a new platform. She would have to build a new audience. She does not have the work ethic for it. It's a hustle. She hasn't got it in her. So having sort of poisoned the well of OnlyFans once, will she get the success she thinks she'll get? I'm not sure. I don't think so. In terms of her channel, she's got the usual plans. She does say we'll get a pre-recorded video tomorrow. I don't know what time that was, her time, or what time it will be my time, but I'll check it out tomorrow. I hope we do. I do prefer the pre-recorded format because it's just less work for me. I can just react to it. But we'll see. She does talk more about October and about how things are being planned. She's got more mobility. For better or for worse, she's got more mobility this year. So she might be able to be more involved in some of the things she does. I do think she's just going to live stream them. I wish she'd do pre-recorded. If she's going to do Vlogtober, I'd like it to be pre-recorded. But we'll see. It sounds like at the moment, whether she does it or not, the plan is to have more pre-recorded videos on channel. We'll see where it goes, because God knows she's not great at the follow-through. I'd like to see it. I like full-themed stuff. Although it was more mukbangs than anything last year, my standards are lower now. I could enjoy Vlogtober from her, I could. So let's just go into some of the talk about some of the drugs she's been taking, some of her plans, and a tiny bit about Dawn sprinkled in there. I've got them all together.
I'm starving. Why am I so hungry? Munchies? No. Actually, for real, I'm not smoking or doing any friggin' marijuana products for a while. I want to feel like We don't believe you. I'm on edge. I'm seriously not smoking today. I want a clear brain. Frig, man. I want a clear brain. Now I literally, all I have is like flour, and I'm not gonna smoke any. I have no more edibles. I have no more tincture. I have no more anything. Mushrooms, nothing. And I want to keep it that way for now. I want to see how I feel. I want to...
2 hours later.
Are you quitting weed? No. Alright, let me get ready. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm stalling. I'm taking my time. Hot date? No. Honestly, no. I have no fucking energy for that shit right now. I doubt Dom would want to after your 4-minute shower. Exactly. And I didn't shave. Semel Nodal. No, I'm staying home here. And I said I'm not talking about stuff like that anymore. You know what would solve all this problem? Doing pre-recorded videos, wouldn't it? Laura is okay. When you forgot where you were when you were driving, trauma can cause dissociation. I suffer from it. Please read about it. Always here for you. Laura, yes, I meant to read about that. Like, honestly, and thank you. And I think that's what, like, man, I didn't feel like myself. I was a huge mess. And no, the friggin' mushrooms and everything made it worse. It wasn't a good time for me, and I was, like, numb. I didn't know what to... And I wanted to numb my feelings. But, like, just sitting here, like, looking at you guys, like, not being able to fully express myself was hard. And I'm just gonna try not to be bitchy because I didn't smoke and take it out on everybody, but it's hard. Jabba the Hutt? I don't have a rock bottom. Come on now. I've done makeup to sit and cook. Actually, he didn't like me wearing makeup, really, so. Does it affect my mental health? Maybe. I don't even realize if it does, probably. This is how I function. I don't realize how things affect me until they affect me, until I have an anxiety attack, until I drive somewhere I don't even know where I'm going. I think I'm just like super distraught, or have been in the past. I didn't have an anxiety attack because we were fighting, because when I did that, we weren't even fighting. Like, I think it was because it was like, what, the day after my grandmother passed, and I kept hearing shit and seeing shit. No, I'm not on shrooms anymore, Volpe. No, I'm just not smoking tonight, Mia. I don't even know where my bag of stuff is. I have a bag of stuff. I think I have Kush somewhere. The notes don't lie, friends. She said she'll come back if Chantal behaves. That's right. So, do you want us to keep reminding you not to go back? No, I just want to, like, not talk about, like, him at all. I just want to, like, beeze and do my videos. And if I need, like, I'm having a good time being sober right now. I'm okay. The heart locket, I destroyed it for you guys. This is a new necklace, new era. How about that? Sober era.
Yes, doing pre-recorded videos would solve this entire mess, but apparently that would be simultaneously too easy and too much work for her. So here we are. Here we are. Can I say how much I hate the car story? I still hate it. She proved it to be a lie. In my last react, I showed the real story. She basically autopiloted her way back to Dom's and then made it sound like a mental break. And she's still clinging to it. She's still sitting there like she was like, no, cognitive disassociation, because someone put it in I think it was a super chat. And she's still clinging to the story being true, despite having debunked it herself and then been like, oh, but did I really lie? Because that kind of makes me look like a lying liar who lies. Oh, no, it's true. Yeah, I really wish she'd shut up with this. I really do. Now, she makes a big old deal of not having any weed products in the house. Apparently, she had the pink kush she finds later, though. Is that the flower she's talking about? Because she's making kush butter later. So either she ordered it or she had it. Because she goes downstairs, she's like, I've got a bag of edibles somewhere. And I was like, what? Sorry, what? You said there was nothing. You said there was nothing. And she is also blaming kind of a bad trip on mushrooms for her behavior before, but that doesn't explain why she was sitting there going, oh, it's complicated, you guys, it's complicated, when asked about Dom after the safe word live stream, after one of the ones right after, saying she wasn't like, oh no, we're definitely broken up. She started that way and then her tune has changed somewhat, and that generally means they're back together. So it's not a surprise to me that people are asking, especially as she sits here getting her makeup done. Now, she live streamed a lot. She obviously didn't go to his house, but it was a natural question for sure. She makes a point of, she said, I didn't have an anxiety attack because we were fighting. I'm assuming she's talking about Dom here. But literally mid-story, she has to stop and think what her next sentence is going to be. Like, yeah, you had anxiety and you said to us your anxiety was worse and maybe you wouldn't need as many edibles now that you were cutting him out of your life. He was clearly a source of drama, anxiety, trauma. There was a lot of stuff going on there, but yeah, you had anxiety. This is the thing, she lies, goes back on the lie, gets angry, tells us the truth, and then tries to go back on the truth again. And dude, you can't keep it straight long enough to do it, you can't. In terms of sober era, if she's been sober 24 hours, I'd be shocked. Because she used up what she had and then she was like, I'm going to be sober today. And she has not been. We then cut to her making canna butter and just smoking a bowl. So it's like, yeah, okay, no. And she has said when people have been like, don't numb, don't respond to this by spiraling, she was like, oh, I think I might need the drugs a little while longer. Like, clearly she's not sober. She's not off her face high in this particular stream, but she's not getting through the day without some kind of numbing agent. And that's a problem. That's a problem in general in her life. And I know we've talked about that before, but it's becoming more and more apparent how completely dependent on it she is. And one of the things with the rage that we see in a little bit later is that when she doesn't smoke, she has no capacity to control her emotions at all, like at all. And this isn't a great example of when to do it, to be honest, because she's dealing with a ton of backlash because, hey, choices, and she doesn't know how to deal with it on her best day. So to then be like, oh, I'm gonna get high, even smoking, like she's really, really struggling to not be a raging bitch. And she doesn't really succeed because her emotions just feel more extreme for having been numb so long, and she's legitimately got reasons to have extreme emotions at this point. So it's like, well, honey, like this isn't gonna go away. You need to learn how to like deal with these, and that's something she won't do. So speaking of the rage, she goes from being like a slightly salty little snowflake with her members chat where she's getting irritated, but she's sort of trying to keep a lid on it because it's members chat, to being a really angry little egg salad in the open chat. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of ranting in this. Guys, there's a lot of ranting in this. Let's cue the video.
You guys are morons. You're listening to a fucking liar who's probably also on drugs. Bye. Who else do I have to block? Veronica, bye. All her tater tards are coming in here. Bye. She is an asshole and she's a fucking bitch. So, bye. And she's a liar. A big liar, and you're all stupid for believing her. Well, if you want to say that she was right about him in a lot of ways, yes, she was. In a lot of ways, yeah. But that's your choice, I guess. I'm just going to block everybody. I feel like adding mods again. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a bad person. Tater tards, I'll say it if I want. Then get the fuck out of here. And beyond her ponytail, I don't do that either. Like, Shannon's the one who said she looked like Potato Head or whatever. I think that's low. I don't make fun of people's... And I don't like when people make disgusting, like, jokes about, like... She said people were making fun of her eye, like, and that's from fucking trauma, you asshole. No, I don't like people hurting each other. Like, I just don't like that, you know? Bye! See you! 2.5K in her chat. Why? Because of me, you fucking moron. You think anyone cares what you have to say? She has a problem with my relationship, but she's the one making up lies and making it fucking worse. You guys are so stupid. You're stupid. If you believe her, you're dumb. I don't know how to say that any other way. Well, if you want to say that she was right about him in a lot of ways, yes, she was. You are dumb. Lauren, go fuck yourself. I'm not even talking about Dom. I'm not talking about Dom. I'm here making fucking brownies. Bye, Randall. Go fuck yourself. You people are ridiculous. Like, you're believing lies. Because you're back with him. How do you fucking know that? You don't know that. Jesus Christ. I'm here on fucking live stream. I'm not over there. Yes, I need to smoke because I'm gonna fucking lose it. She lies to you and get up because you want drama. Because you hate me. Karate Joe. Add moderator. Go block on a fucking blocking spree. Who else? All fuck yourself. Monica. Actually, I think I'm going to report her for copyright infringement. If Callie can do it, then I'm gonna fucking do it. How about that? The only reason you people watch her is because she fucking talks about me. The only reason. Yeah. Okay. Who else do I have to hide? Who's being mean? Let's just be fucking positive. I love all you guys, I do. My family loves me, and I don't care. There's no amount of drugs I'm gonna try that's gonna make them not love me. Oh, it's only Jody. What's the point of my lives? What's the point of watching her lives of my lives? Let's just give shit to everybody. Another broken promise. Oh well, I guess you don't need to be here then. I'm gonna talk to my friggin' YouTube manager about this. This is ridiculous. How do these people listen to this moron just make up lie after lie after lie? And I'm blocking all of you. I'm sick of this shit. I want to go back to fucking positive frigging live streams. Then go back there, Raven. Ugh, that's what I mean. Fuck, why can't you do your own fucking content, you fucking parasite? Seriously, like, this is what happens. Don't bring your stupid, fucking, ugly, stupid, retarded fans to me, okay? Ugh. And yes, I'm pissed off. Okay, Kels, then bye. I don't know what to say. That's where you draw the line? Okay, that's nice. I'm not apologizing for anything anymore because, like, compared to what people say about me, and you have no problem supporting that, that's fine. So what? They are being our words, okay? In a figurative sense. I don't care. I'm sick of people hating on every single thing that comes out of my mouth. So you know what? That's it. How do I not want to turn my life around? Why do you say that? I haven't binged in forever. I haven't regained any of my weight. I've been off of hard drugs for months now. How is that not turning my life around? And yes, obviously I'm sorry for slipping the R word. I didn't mean to. It just came out of fucking anger. And you know what? I used to say that a lot, like growing up. And in my adult life too, until I came on here and people were like, it's a slur. I had no idea. It was clearly a slip, and I don't have anything against disabled people, obviously. But how? I don't understand. Like, it's okay for people to be ableist and drug shame, but that R word, ooh, the minute I say it once, right? It's just bullshit. Really, it is.
Okay, so that was a lot. It was a lot. She said some things. She was pretty wound up, shall we say. Didn't really chill. Well, near the end, she started to chill as the drugs hit. So again, with the conversation we've just had about that, she's really, really mad at FFG, and she has been for months. She's never particularly liked her. It was a really odd decision on her part to reach out, allow herself to be reached out to have the conversation with FFG. And bear in mind that she doesn't trust her own family. She has said this to us. She doesn't trust anybody, not even her own family. Placing her trust in a reaction channel whatever the reaction channel, seemed like a really odd choice when she did it. And now we are where we are. So I'm like, okay, that was a decision you made. That's up to you. But I didn't foresee it going well when I found out it was gonna happen. And hey, they hate each other. What a surprise. They never had that kind of relationship. Why they thought this would end well, I don't know. But here we are, and she's angry. Okay, she's angry. They both dragged each other. It is what it is. But the point of sitting here being like, she's a liar, when the clip I put in, you saw, was what, 24 hours ago? I know it feels like generations, but 24 hours ago when she was like, oh, she was right about a lot of things, yeah. And even when she's been dragging FFG for filth, it's not necessarily that it's wrong so much as it is she doesn't like it. And I'm like, well, those are two different things now, really, isn't it? And she's provided very little proof to contradict it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, you get to not like it, and you get to dislike her. You get to have opinions on everything that she presents, just like we have opinions on everything you present. But a liar? I mean, you yourself have not said that in the past. You yourself have been like, no, that was truthful. No, oh, she was right about a lot of things. So to be ranting at everyone else saying what dumb bitches we are for believing her, that doesn't quite ring true, but go off. In terms of not talking about Dom, she does make a comment though, saying, oh, she's doing this in my relationship and she's making it worse. Which all sounds very present tense for somebody who was apparently completely done with him. So that could just be me inferring things, reading things into it that aren't there. But added to the fact that she was still like, oh, it's complicated, and she was receiving phone calls of like people who were angry at her for talking on the internet during the last day or so, then yeah, it all kind of adds up. You reveal yourself more than FFG reveals you. The thing with Callie, I haven't caught up on yet, but I think it's only fair to mention because I'm mentioning the FFG stuff as well, and she's apparently angry about both. From what I've seen on Twitter briefly, because I've mostly been editing this down today and it's all kind of kicked off while I've been at work, is there was some kind of chat and some comments made about, I think, an illness Callie has, perhaps? So if that's the case, then if Callie has struck someone, it's going to be on, I guess, bullying and harassment, not on copyright infringement. Because the only prerequisite for copyright infringement is that what we do is transformative. We add our own content to it. So this thing of, you wouldn't have content without me, well, maybe not, but it doesn't mean we don't add stuff to it, you know? This thing here where I'm filming in front of this wall, that's my content. Yes, it's based off of yours, just like a newscaster reports on the news. She is essentially the internet news. Hi, I'm your anchor, Milk Tea, lovely to meet you. So the rage, I mean, it's nothing new. It's not anything new she said. I always find it really funny when she was like, I'm going to talk to my YouTube manager. I'm like, yeah, no, you're Trisha Paytas, good job. But, you know, it is what it is in terms of copyright infringement. You're going to go down the same path you went down with Zachary Michaels, which is they are going to say, hey, okay, prove that you're taking them to court because copyright is a legal issue. You're not going to do it. And that's going to be the end of that, assuming you even get that far, because when you tried to strike, was it Charlie Gold? You didn't even get that far and YouTube was like, nah, fam, you're good. So you can embarrass yourself with this, but we all know you're not going to actually do it. So this all leads into the same kind of ideas with the, like, oh, you only watch her because she's talking about me. Yeah, you've got an audience. You've got a big old audience. But because you bury the nuggets of content you have in 4.5-hour live streams that you put on multiple times a day, and then you block anyone who wants to say anything, people come to reactors to get the news. Hi, this is how YouTube works. You could do something about that. You could stop blocking all your members. I did. I'm shocked it took her this long to put the mods back. Guys, get credit to her almost, because I'm like, I thought she'd do it long before now. But yeah, the mods are back. But when you go on these rants, don't get me wrong, it's kind of entertaining from a distance because you look and you're like, man, it must be exhausting to be you. And you laugh a little bit because it's clearly just a tantrum. That's what this is, it's just a tantrum. But when it comes down to kind of you maintaining your channel and the long-term impact of that, it's a game of diminishing returns for you. And all you're doing is pushing the audience elsewhere. I would agree with Foodie when she says there's no amount of drugs that's going to make her family not love her. I think that's absolutely true. But you can love somebody and still go, but this is it, this is the line. Because I love you, I can't watch you do this. And I've come to the point where I can see that I can't help you. And so I also have to love myself and say that's as far as we go. It doesn't mean they don't love you, but love can have boundaries even if it doesn't have limits, if that makes any sense at all. They can draw a boundary and say, okay, I'll always love you, but this is as far as we go. And I don't think Foodie has really thought about that too much. And it got a little bit closer and a little bit more real. And we saw kind of the anger there where she was like, if my mom did that, I just feel betrayed. And I tell her I feel betrayed because she wasn't supporting me. Yeah, you could feel that way, but it wouldn't stop the fact that after a point, people have to protect themselves as well. So we'll finish off with some of the language she used because I think it's an unavoidable talking point. But while she rants about how, God, why isn't there more positivity? While she's literally cussing out her audience on multiple times, she does also use the R word several times. She used it to describe FFG and to describe the people who follow her. But then the audacity of the apology at the end when she was like, clearly it was a slip and I didn't mean it. No, madam. Absolutely not. And this defense of people say worse things, get out of here with that. Are you kidding me? Like, oh, I say it once and people jump on it. Yes, they absolutely would if you'd said it once. But as it happened, you said it twice, you doubled down, you cussed out somebody who called you on it. And then once the drugs had hit and you had started laughing a little bit and the tension was kind of easing, you realized, oh no, once again, I done fucked up. And you came back like, oh, no, obviously it was a slip. It used to be fine. I can believe it used to be fine. It was fine. When I was a kid, it was considered fine. I think I actually used it once at the very beginning of my channel. You know what happened? People came in, they were like, hey, when did that become okay to say? And I was like, what? Sorry? And someone explained to me how offensive it was considered now. And I was like, yeah, I always knew it wasn't a very nice thing, but in terms of an actual slur, that is something that has changed over the course of my lifetime. And I stopped doing it because it's offensive. And it only took one explanation for me to stop doing that. And yet with you, we've had multiple examples in multiple videos. Well, it's not 5, 6 times. Do you need to be eating Popeyes to be able to apologize insincerely? Because you seem to have a problem with this. So no, don't crawl into that excuse. Don't crawl into that defense because it doesn't fit you. This is not a description of what you did. This wasn't one time. This is multiple times over multiple live streams in multiple eras of the last year. So we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave Foodie being the eternal victim of the internet and, the world's most hated, like she's that important. And I am going to try and edit this down. Guys, it's 11:45. However long this video ends up being, it's 11:45 now. I'm going to try and get this up for you. I may finish the can of butter or I may just discard it and see what I wake up to tomorrow. Probably another 30 hours of film, despite the fact there's only 24 hours in a day. She'll manage it. I don't know how, but she'll manage it. But we'll see whatever this pre-recorded video is apparently meant to be, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.